Hello everyone and welcome to today's vlog. So today I have a recipe for you. It is a one pot chicken and rice meal. I really liked this. It was so good. So I'm going to start off with these carrots. I think the recipe actually called for baby carrots, but I always buy my carrots in bulk and I just buy them whole. They come in a big huge bag. I get them from Costco. They're organic, and then I just chop them up however I need them. So I decided to make this dish because Magnolia was not feeling well and I wanted to make something that was comforting and just like a nice comfort meal. So I thought it would be kind of like a chicken noodle soup, but I still haven't given my girls soup yet because I feel like it's kind of messy for kids. So this is kind of like an in-between. It's like a soup, but it's really thick. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a try and it was a big hit. So if you're using whole carrots like I am, you're going to want to chop your carrots up, and it doesn't really matter what size it is as long as they are all around the same size. So if it's just going to be adults eating the meal, you can always leave them just in like the medallion shape, so just slice it. But because the kids will be eating it, I go ahead and cut them up much smaller so that they can just easily eat it. So it doesn't really matter the size as long as they are uniform-ish in size. That way they cook evenly. So you're going to want to cook this in a big pot. This is just a like an enameled cast iron like soup pot. And I'm starting off with some butter, just melting it in the pot. After the butter is melted, you're going to want to add the carrots, and then on top of the carrots, you're going to want to add some seasoning salt and some pepper. And after you mix that all up, you will just put the lid on your pot to create that steam and let those carrots get nice and soft. After a few minutes, you will take the lid off, and my camera is going to get all steamy. Just give those carrots a nice stir and make sure that they are getting soft. Mine weren't all the way soft yet, but they were soft enough I knew that they would continue to cook. So to this, you are going to add some dried onion. It's not onion powder, it's like the dried onion, like not even flakes. I don't even know what they're called. You know what I mean, like the dried onion pieces. And then some garlic. It actually also called for the same thing, like the dried garlic, but I didn't have any, and I always have fresh garlic on hand, so I just kind of chopped up however much I thought would be good, which I really like garlic, so I just put, I think I did like 2 cloves of garlic in here, and yeah, just add that to the pot and stir it up. So next you're going to add your rice, and once you put your rice in, you're going to want to stir the rice in really well. You'll kind of see the rice start to change color because it's picking up all of that, all of like the butter and the seasonings, and so you just want to stir it all up really good. Once that is nice and stirred, you will add in the chicken broth, and this would be a really good place to put like a bone broth. I did not have any on hand, so I just used what I had, but that would make it extra nourishing. But any kind of chicken stock or chicken broth will work. So you're just gonna stir all of that up and let it come to a boil. And I believe you actually let it boil like with the lid off, if I remember correctly. So yeah, you just let it come to a boil. You're gonna let it cook for a while. Then you're gonna add your chicken. I definitely used way more chicken in mine than it called for in the recipe, just because it was gonna feed all 5 of us. And yeah, I just used whatever, the whole package of chicken that I had, which ended up being quite a bit more, but it actually worked out perfect. That was the perfect amount of chicken. So then after it boils for a while, and it gets really cooked, then you're gonna put the lid on, take it off of the heat, and let it sit. I want to say it was like 5 minutes. You're gonna let it sit. By this time, the chicken has already all cooked. You're just letting the rice like soak up that last bit of chicken broth. And then you are all done. You take the lid off and spoon it in. You can see it's really thick, but it is kind of like a chicken noodle soup, but without it being soupy. It was so easy for the kids to eat, and everybody loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!